What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Before we get into it, we have 3 new t-shirts we've just dropped on droptheanchorclothing.com.au. First one up is the black rose tee, second one is the white rose tee, and the third one is this awesome pineapple tee. These 3 tees are literally my favorite in the range that we have at the moment. Super stoked on them, they're selling really fast. If you guys want to use your 15% off code MikeLakeGang on droptheanchorclothing.com.au, jump on, grab yourself some gear, it definitely helps. Today is part 3 of the E36 2022 refresh. We're right back into the mix. So, last video we did the tube rear end. It's all looking fantastic. That battery's just sitting there at the moment so we can move the car. Today is finishing the tube rear end. I don't really know what's going on right now. He is doing some wizardry, but basically there's going to be some arms and stuff that come up and support this rear end, some rods, and there's going to be some bash bar stuff as well. So that's all I'm going to tell you about that. Woz will tell you about it later. But in these 2 rolls over here, I have the new wrap for the car. One is purple. That's the same color that the car is now, and then the other is another color, which I'm not going to tell you just yet, because we're doing the car 2-tone wrap, which is going to be really fun. I'm really stoked on the color. It's a bit of a risk. I've not really seen it done before, this 2-tone, but hey, we've got to give it a go. It may look good, it may look crap, but I like trying new things, so very excited about it. Hi, Woz. Yeah, you left your beer in my boot, mate. You. So, the red car, we've got to take the doors and the guards off right now. We're going to strip this thing down so we can get this piece of crap out of the factory, put these doors and guards onto the purple car so I can start wrapping while Woz keeps his wizardry going on in the rear end, which is mad. So first things first, let's get the doors off this car. I tried to film, but I forgot to press record, and so I've taken the doors off. So just some evidence for you guys that they're off, and we're going to slap them on the other car. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the man himself
is what we've done. 16 by 16 box tube.
Let's get it in focus. Oh, that's nice.
Weld the nut on there. Bit of 5mm rod. Weld it onto the bolt so you can do it up. T. So
that's mad.
You don't need any tools at the track. You can just jump out, kick your bar straight, and jump back in, nip it up tight. But these will get welded on, and the rod just goes in, and you just nip them up tight. The rod gets welded to the back of the car because this corner of the car and the rod is disposable.
Yeah.
So that when he wants to replace one corner, you slap on the wall, get a bit excited and qualify, and you go a bit hard, and you bend it in a bit.
I've been known to do that.
It's in the bin, the rod goes in the bin too. You have the measurement of the length of the rod written in your boot lid, so you just come home with a grinder, lob a bit of rod off, slap your new corner on with 2 tack screws, and then cut a bit of rod and just weld it here, and just nip it up tight, done. Easily
replaceable E36 BMW rear end. See this bit here? With the line, this is where we're going to cut the gap, so there will be a gap right here, but you hardly notice it because you have the boot shut and then the bumper on the bottom.
Yeah, the bumper comes all the way through, and it's plastic, so it'll flex in.
Yep.
And if you do get hit in the back, you've got the rods are on angle as well, so the rod should just crush in and not transfer any load into our inner hoop.
So good.
The inner hoop should never get damaged. Everything should just squish.
Yeah, and then you can push, anything that squishes you push back out, right?
So it seems a bit fancy and you might not feel like you want to do this to your car, but if you have a walled layout that you drive regularly, like we do, we're always smashing the back of our cars.
Way easier.
Then you want to be able to fix it quick.
I literally hate this bit. This bit that goes across here is the most annoying thing because you hit one corner and the whole E36 rear end, even the smaller shunt shifts, this all bends and it makes it super hard to push it back to normal. So this is making life easy for ourselves. I think we're going to call that the box gap.
But really, you only see this much of it, like when the boot's shut.
Yeah, that's it. There'll be a gap there. Everyone loves a good box gap, huh? And that's it. So this is what it all looks like. Welded up. Nice. So these just welded to here, and basically you just cut them off if you have a corner collision, and then chuck a new one in, and then it just bolts in. It's T. Boom. Undone. Done. Just like that. Keeps it all super strong. So very happy with that. But we're going to put a stop to this for now. Push for time, so we'll just take these last 2 doors off this so we can get this crap out of here. And then we're going to chuck the doors onto this. I've already put one guard on off camera just to make sure everything was going to be all good. And look how much wider than stock our track is. It's pretty nuts. That's with the CAS 60mm arms, 18 by 9.5 wheels with a plus 30 offset, I think, and 25mm conversion spaces to 5 by 114, sorry. So pretty crazy, but I'm so G'd on this whole setup because once we wrap this in vinyl, it's going to look so tidy. this car's gonna look all brand new again, which is so fun. Loving this process. So next up we're gonna chuck some doors on, off, and on. Off and on. Drink that beer, son. It's good for you.
It's hot.
It's so hot. There you go.
It looks like that.
Yeah, you hardly notice it. And then you put the bumper on, it's even... That's so good. Love that. I might
You can wreck one side of your car and not the other side.
I might just put like a picture of Tara topless like in there, so if anyone ever looks in, they like get a real good nice surprise. Sorry, Tara. Haha! Only fans. Alright, it is another day. Yesterday, we frickin' finally got the doors on the car. It's starting to look like a whole car again, which is rad. It's really funny seeing it red. Definitely very pumped on it. These panels are nice and straight. The car's looking really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and start the wrapping process. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a professional or even a little bit close to a professional when it comes to wrapping cars, but I have enough skills to make the race car look somewhat decent. So follow my instructions at your own risk. I am using eBay wrap, so it's really cheap stuff, but I find it easily usable. On track cars for sure. I probably wouldn't recommend it for a daily car because it's not easy to get the stuff perfect, but it's easy to get the stuff looking good enough for a track car. So here I have our main color that we already have on the car, so that's the Candy Gloss Purple. This is 5 meters, it cost $110 delivered to your door in like 2 days it takes to get to me, which is pretty amazing. And then here we have our secondary color that I haven't shown you guys yet. Now, the plan is, and this was just I made this decision really quickly on a whim. I was like, someone commented and was like, you should do a different color wrap on the car. Now, I love the purple, I don't want to lose the purple, very fond of it, it looks good, and it's always a risk wrapping a whole car a different color, you might hate it and whatnot, but I was like, you know what, I want to do something a little bit different from last year. We have the same livery, but I'm going to do two tones. So, front half of the car, purple, and then we've got the line that I've drawn with a marker here, down the car, and the back half of the car is going to be, and this was a risk, I made the decision really quickly. Boom, so this is matte candy, wait, what color is it? Apple green matte metallic. Look at this color. It is so freaking cool. Obviously, some of you guys will be like, that and purple, surely that won't go together. But I was on eBay and I was buying more purple and I saw this pop up next to the purple color. And I was like, holy, they look cool together. This is how it's gonna look. I don't know how it's gonna come up on screen, on the camera, but look at that. That's actually pretty dope. So I did a wee test with a patch, laid it down here in my spare time, and they do look fantastic on top of each other. It's really cool having the gloss and then the matte as well. So that line will go down the car, the back of it will be green, and then we'll have the livery over the top. And my vinyl guy has a couple of recommendations on how we could potentially blend the line in as well if we want to. But today we're going to start wrapping the purple and we're going to start wrapping the green. Don't know how far we're going to get. I've got about 4 or 5 hours on my hands, so before I have to go and edit this video and throw it up online for you guys. But yeah, let's freaking get started. So first things first, there's some clear coat peel on the car, so I've started sanding it down. Basically what you want to do is just make sure that there's no like line, otherwise it'll really show up. So wrap doesn't really hide anything, even though you think it would. You can see pretty much everything below the wrap, just like paint would. So if you lay paint on your car over scratch marks, you're going to see the scratch marks below the paint, just the same as if you lay wrap on your car, you're going to see the scratch marks. So you want to get it as nice as possible. So I'm just going to do a little more sanding to get these clear coat lines straight, and then we can go ahead and wrap the car. I use Flash Prep to spray the car and wipe it down to make sure there's no contaminants on the car, so the wrap sticks really nicely. I'm not going to run the door molding, so we'll pull those off. Exciting times. Actually, maybe I will run the door molds. Yeah, actually, since I have them on the doors and they look good, let's run the door molds. And when you run them, it means that you can wrap down to here and then do a cut and then wrap down, and then the door molds cover the cut. So maybe I'll do that. So I'll do a bit more sanding, and then we're gonna lay down. Maybe we'll do purple on this door, and then we'll start to see how we're gonna do this cut and this line and carry on with the green on the back, because I really want to see what the green's gonna look like. Making weird, fast, fun decisions with Mike. Let's go! Alright, door number 1 is done. I mean, I got to do the top part, but the bottom part's done. Wasn't super hard. Just very nice weather out here, and when it's warm, wrapping becomes a lot easier. When it's cold, it's quite difficult, but it's the perfect temperature at the moment. So, and I'm still getting the hang of wrapping again because I haven't done it in a while. But first half of the door was more difficult. Second half, I started to get the hang of it again. So good as. Now I'll add the purple to this part of the door, overlap it, and then I'll cut the line straight down and mark it out, and that way we can start laying down some green, which is super exciting because very keen to see kind of what it looks like and how it turns out. Bit nervous, but you know, this is the way. So we've cut the line, looks rad, and now is the time where we finally get to lay down some of our green. I'm gonna slap it on this door and cut the line and kind of see how it looks. Matt from EVM's here, how you doing? Good. Sucking on his iced coffee. Didn't get me one, what a gentleman. Sweet, so we're gonna slap this on, and oh, I'm so excited to see how it goes. And then I'm gonna carry on wrapping like the whole back side, because I really wanna see what this green looks like. But I can just see from it sitting on the ground, it's gonna look freaking awesome. What do you think? What do you think of the green?
I like it. I'm down. I was on the fence before when I was thinking about the colour, but
now you've seen it in real life.
I'm down.
It definitely sticks out as well, the colour, right? Which is, drifting is all about style.
Definitely. I thought it was going to be like a deeper green, but now it's, yeah.
Dope! I'm so excited. All right, let's do it. Time lapse. Let's put it on. I'm so excited. You. Alright, so we've been working super hard. Matt has been giving me a lot of help. I appreciate it, because wrapping with one hand, or sorry, wrapping with one person is super hard. Wrapping with two people, way easier. We're starting to see a little bit of a vision of how it's coming together now. Unfortunately, the camera's had a couple of errors, so we were filming, but I didn't get a lot of the footage of us putting the wrap on. But this is currently how it looks. Whew. So you can kind of see how the two-tone's gonna come together now. And it's looking freaking fantastic. Still a long way to go, but I'm really happy with how it's all come together. So this side skirt down here, like through the line, we'll keep that green. The flare that goes on will be green. So we've only gone, it's taken us pretty much like 4 hours just to do this much, but you can kind of see it's all coming together. I'm real happy with this matte green. It looks so good on the purple, really nice contrast. And then of course, once the livery gets overlaid, it should tie everything together super nice. But good?
I'm keen to see the livery.
Yeah, it's so good. Every piece of vinyl we put on, it starts to come together, and you kind of start to see the vision, like, you know, fulfill, which is nice. But unfortunately, this is what we're going to have to call it. So this is part 3. There will be a part 4. This car, we'll be drifting it next weekend at Winton Motor Raceway. We'll have a drop the anchor stall, summer showdown for Life of Motorsport. It's going to be freaking amazing. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. drifting. like so many hours of open track drifting. So if you guys are keen, want to come down and you're in Melbourne, come down to Winton Motor Raceway. It's going to be awesome. Buy some drop the anchor gear. Come for a ride in the car if you're around. But that means that you guys will get to see the car completed this week, which is awesome. So part 4 coming your way. Don't forget to jump on droptheanchor.com.au, grab yourself some merch, use the code MikeFlatGang for 15% off. Huge thanks to EBM TV for coming down to help out. And yeah, head to their channel if you want to see the E36 budget drift build that's going on. I'm pretty sure he's uploaded one video.
Thursday.
The video.
Thursday's a disassembly of Mike's engine that we're building. So.
Oh yeah. And then you got to put this video up though. E46?
No, that'll be in a couple of weeks.
Alright, sweet. He's got to get better at editing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel. It's growing very quickly and I'm very happy about that. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support as always. See you next time. Peace. Bye.